Well, hello there. My name is Chris Wood, also known as Mortal Molecule, and welcome to my home studio in sleepy Millville, Pennsylvania, a suburb of Pittsburgh. So this is where I've been making my music recently. I just moved, so don't judge. I mean, you can judge all you want. Actually, I prefer if you do judge. Roast me in the comments. Roast me in the comments about how messy my studio is. Maybe that'll motivate me to actually clean it. But before further ado, let me just show you around. Here it is. Whoa, and here we are at my main setup here. This is where the magic happens. This is my desk. So here's my trusty Akai APC 40, which I've used on a number of sets for Mortal Molecule. It's a great little device for interfacing with Ableton, and it's been a great little tool to have. But it's fairly boring because it's just a MIDI controller. I don't want to say it's boring. It's a very great little piece of kit. But here's my microphone, trusty microphone. This is Shure SM7B. Classic mic. Had it for a couple of years now, run a couple of sessions with it. Just never lets you down, man. It's a great mic. While we're over here, let's take a look. Here is my right JBL 308, and there's my left one with me. That's me. JBL LSR 308. Great little speaker. Had these for maybe 8 years, and they're the first monitors I bought. I tried to upgrade to the Yamaha HS5s with the sub, and maybe it's just because I'm so used to 8-inch woofers that I just didn't vibe with them. But yeah, so I still have these. Would I like to upgrade eventually? Sure, but But let's move on to some other toys I've got lying around. Okay, so here is a microphone that I made out of an old, I made out of an old telephone. Got it at Goodwill. Very easy to do. You just take the leads out of the speaker here on this end, wire them out here, and you got yourself a mic, and it sounds super vibey, sounds very old school. Great effect. Here's some more toys. Okay, so here is, these are kind of fun. This is a module for learning signal flow. It's an educational module for learning signal flow. It's just an oscillator with pitch and volume, baby, and a button to trigger it. And got them at an estate sale of a music educator. I guess he's had them for a while because they don't make these anymore. IW Turner. Yeah, so have a number of these because I just couldn't help myself. There were a whole set of them for sale, and I tried to get one of each. Very pure when the battery is fresh, but man, does it grit up when the battery is dying. It sounds very cool. Very pure saw wave or a square wave generators here. Great for sampling. So I'm gonna move over this way. Here's my Microfreak. This camera is strange. It's the first time I'm using the camera on the iPad. I don't know why it's so zoomed in. This is a mess. This is I gotta fix it. Yes, cable management. This is how I manage my cables, or I don't manage them. This is where they live for now. I have a cork or a pegboard over there that I will eventually use to hang them up, but I haven't gotten around to it. The moral of the story is I haven't gotten around to it. So if there's anything you want to ask about projects that I'm working on, I just haven't gotten around to it. Why haven't I cleaned my studio? I haven't gotten around to it. It's haven't gotten around to it studios. That's what we call it around here. So, yeah, so haven't gotten around to cleaning this up, but I will. This is right here. It's my trumpet from when I was in high school. I used to play in the marching band. That was my trumpet. That is a valve trombone back there. And these are microphones. That are handmade microphones. They're electric condensers. Very lo-fi, but crispy. Like not like lo-fi as in like tape lo-fi. Like tape, like more like no low end. It's like the opposite of tape. Kind of fun. Kind of fun. I use those on one set to get noise from out my window. That's an accordion. I do not know how to play accordion, but I have gigged with it a couple of times. You never know when someone's gonna need an accordion, and you know, you gotta live sometimes. Sometimes when life gives you an accordion, you make bluegrass with it. That's what you do. Oh yes, so here's a project. An old Pioneer reverb unit. It broke. It is broke. They're all broke. They're all broken. All of them. But I will get around to it eventually. Here's an old Pioneer receiver under this art here. Pretty cool art. Yeah, so here is my little gem organ. Man, this thing, it has a mind of its own. My girlfriend claims it has played itself before, and I trust her on that. I think it's cursed. I think this keyboard is cursed. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it sounds like an exorcism. So I'm gonna turn it on and let's see if it see what it does today. Back here. Oh God, where's the on button? I just had it a second ago. Edit this out. There we go. There it is. Can't do it left-handed. All right, are you gonna work for me? Yeah. So it's just a combo organ. Yeah, so it's a fun little organ. Got it at Goodwill. You'll find it. That's a trend around here. I get a lot of stuff at Goodwill. Yeah, it's a problem. It's a bit of a problem. But yeah, so here is the drum sounds from it. These things are awesome. This is one of the reasons I bought it. And one of the only things that really works with any consistency here. Alright, that's enough of that. But yeah, it decided to play nice today. But watch your back. Watch your back. It's out for you. So, what else we got here? Keyboard stands. Because that is what I do on the regulars. I gig with keyboards. So, yeah. I have a bunch of backups. They just pile on over the years. I can't get rid of them. What do you mean, get rid of them? What do you mean? They're still useful. Yeah. AKG C314 in this case. I couldn't take it out of the case, but there is a Casio on top, which is one of the first keyboards I ever got. I remember playing this when I was a little boy, just a little baby, and see if it has battery. It does not. Nope. Nope, no battery. Ah, shut up, I lock. Yeah, so it's a fun little keyboard. I've been using a lot in conjunction with my iPad and Koala Sampler. It sounds very cool. I love little old keyboards, little toy keyboards. I'll show you. I have a whole collection of them in my closet. We'll get around to that in a little bit. But yeah, so this is my Wurlitzer. It's broken. It doesn't work. But it is a project. I'll get around to it. Studios Incorporated. It's a Wurlitzer 120. Same model that Ray Charles used on what I'd say a very interesting sounding keyboard. Doesn't sound like your normal Wurlitzer. But let me see if I can take some of this stuff off of here. Show you the Wurlitzer. Oh man, it smells like mold. It smells like mold gold, baby. Eventually you'll get it working. It needs new dampers, needs new everything. But it's a fun project. Work on it whenever I get the chance. I'll get around to it. What else? Oh yeah, that's my first keyboard I started learning on. I hoard everything. I keep everything. That's my problem. You know, wonder why my studio's not clean. It's because I keep everything. I don't throw anything out. I keep everything. Including my very first piano that I learned piano on. Never know when it might be vintage. It probably is already. It's from the early 2000s. I guess that's vintage now. But yeah, so here's all my guitars. Do I ever get guitar? No, I do not. I have them and I love them. I play them in my room, in this room, but I do not get guitar. Very utilitarian guitar skills. I can play chords, do little riffs, and that's about it. But yeah, I've got a Tele, got a Yamaha Pacifica. This one's kind of interesting. This was my buddy's guitar, my buddy Teddy. Hey, you remember Teddy? Teddy Cosmo? That's his guitar. He bought that, and it turns out it was made by a local artist. Can't remember his name. Dunbar, Mickey Dunbar. Mickey Dunbar made this guitar. And yeah, it was originally just meant to be an art piece, but I took it, I replaced these pickups with something from Guitar Fetish. My bass. I'm learning bass. Bass is a lot of fun. Highly recommend. Pick up a 5-string. I don't care if you don't know bass. Pick up a 5-string, learn it. It's fun. It's that's what bass sounds like. But yeah, but this one is the one. This is you know, there's a reason. All these guys over here chilling out in detention. This guy gets the honor roll right here. This is a Harmony H75 from 1970. I found at Goodwill. Ding, 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 Goodwill for $15. I mean, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Only one of the pickups works. Right now it's the neck pickup. Like before it was the bridge. I think I'm gonna change it back. But so much fun. It's just a great riffing machine. Great for getting ideas down. It's so gnarly. It's a very gnarly guitar. They sold these out of Sears catalogs back in the day. This was the flagship model from Sears at the time. But, you know, again, it's a work in progress. Like everything I own. Everything I own is a work in progress. But, yeah. This one's at least a playable work in progress. I can jam on it, and it's fun. Let's move over here. We're going in this direction. This is my CLOWNFEST setup for this time around. Just the trusty Electra BMX. What more do you need? It's beautiful. It's a work of art. I mean, just look at this thing. It's gorgeous. It's perfect. It's everything a guy could need right here. It's my drum machine. Very first drum machine I ever bought back in high school was a Corgi MX, and this is not that one. I still have that one lying around somewhere. It's somewhere, but this one I bought more recently. It's the exact same model. Yeah, so kept it simple this year. Just wanted to get reacquainted with the workflow and all that. And I'll be playing tomorrow, so join. You know, if you want to hear some pure pure electribe madness. It's what it is. It's what I got going on. It's kept it simple. Yeah, this is a clock.
What does it mean?
Here is my Kawai K12, which I've used on a couple of Mortal Molecule sets. Very vibey, digital synthesizer. I originally bought it to be a MIDI controller for my band I was playing with, and it was less expensive than their only actual MIDI controller that they had. So I was like, geez, it makes noise. I might as well buy it, you know? I might as well have this instead of a MIDI controller that doesn't make any noise. So, and that was a great idea because I've ended up really liking the sound of this keyboard. It's AM synthesis, additive AM. So unlike anything else I've got in my arsenal right now. So, and also it's got a joystick. Look at this thing. You know, it's meant to be joyful. And if it didn't have a joystick, you know, how are you supposed to have joy? How are you supposed to spark joy without a joystick? That's what these things are all about. It's like a video game. And up above is my Kawai K3, which I also bought for use in my band, the Alpha Mega. This was what I was using to make organ sounds and pad sounds, you know. Does it sound like an organ? Kind of. It doesn't. It ain't no Hammond, I'll tell you that. It's no Hammond. But it got the job done. I ran it through trusty Chaos Pad KP3, chilling out on this box here. One of my oldest gear acquisitions. Had that since high school. Still use it all the time, just not for this set. What else can I show you guys? I mean, let's see. Why don't we get a view of sunny Millville, sunset over my tiny little town. But here is my synth closet. Just miscellaneous synths that I've collected over the years and use on occasion. So here's a Yamaha, what is it, PSS 440, something like that, 480, PSS 480. It's an FM synth that uses the same chip out of Sound Blaster computer chips. Back in the DOS era. That's when I started playing video games back then. Jazz Jackrabbit, any Jazz Jackrabbit fans? Jazz Jackrabbit. Tyrion 2000. Great little FM synth. I mean, it really is a synth too. I mean, it has parameters that you could control, and you know, it's basically a DX7. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's a DX7. Mini Brute, gigged with this for years. Man, this thing is fun. Knob for function, analog, mono synth. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Do anything with that. This is microcord that I was donated to my buddy, and I've been trying to fix it, but haven't been able to fix it. It probably has something to do with someone spray painting these keys. You know, I think that might have something to do with it. Eventually, I'll get that working, and I'll give it back so it can be donated to someone in need. Helping at. It's a local musical instrument donating service by my good friend Sherry. She's been running it since the pandemic. It's awesome. She does great work with the community. Down here, got us an Casio SK5, but it's the Concert Mate version, Concert Mate 650. That's a fun little keyboard. Got an SK1 downstairs that I just found. Q at Goodwill. That's where I find everything. And I think this down here is my old Electribe. Nope. It's a melodica, baby. So that is my studio. At least the basics of it. I mean, if it was a little bit more organized, I could probably give you a better, more structured tour of the space. But this is all the stuff I use to make music. It's just little odds and ends, bits and bobs, and random shit. And you know I gotta give an extra special shout out to Mark Gardner, Piero the Acid Clown, you know, all the Unsigned Review Live people. You know, it's an amazing community, and really appreciate you guys letting me share my work, share my art, and this wonderful community you guys made. So, you know, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.